Alright, this is the 1997 Infiniti. It's a I-30. I think it's got a bad water pump, but we got to do a little diagnostics to it. Let's see. Start it up. I think what I'm going to do is take the belt off and try starting it and see if the noise goes away. It could be a bad idler. The water pump is actually driven off of the timing chain on this car. Well, I've taken the belt off and I've still got the little squeaky. So it's on to the water pump. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to drop this motor off the mount, I think. And I'm going to get that belt tensioner out of there and see what I've got. But it's pretty tight in here. So, going to step to it. I was hoping there'd be some access panels in here, some better access, but there's not. I know in the past with some of them I've actually taken, unbolt the engine and then pull it off of the engine mount and then actually lower it a little bit. But I don't think I can lower this beast enough to get in there, so I might have to work it like this. So we'll see. The shop manual just says it's very general. And it's actually an Infiniti shop manual. It just says, oh yeah, just take the timing tensioner cover off, pin the tensioner back, and unbolt the water pump. Pretty much. So, I mean, it's a real... doesn't tell me a whole lot as to how to get to that point, especially with my big hands. But we'll have to see what I can do with it. Here's something else I wanted to show you. This is the actual belt tensioner. It's a little bit different design than the GM ones that and the Fords that we use most of the time. This is how Nissan does it. It's actually got this pulley here slides, so you slide it all the way down to your belt, so it's in contact with the belt and tight. And then you wrench on this, it tightens up into here, pushes down on it a little bit more to get it a little extra tension. Kind of threw me for a bit. I had to kind of figure out how it worked, and of course it's all close quarters in there. So anyway, that's how the belt tensioners work on the Nissans. Well, after about 2 hours of fighting and cussing at it, actually an hour and a half, I do have the access covers off. I don't know if you can see down in there. See right there, right below that sensor, right in there. See that? There's the water pump. And on this side, again, I don't know if you can see down in there. Motor mount. Right. And there is the access for the timing chain tensioner. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Right there. Okay, it says I need to retract that and put a pin in it. Or I was thinking maybe I'll take it out and then reinstall it when I'm done. What that does is it applies pressure to a shoe that runs along the chain and keeps it tight. This water pump down in here, just see the tip of it right there. water pump right here. Since it's driven off of that chain, you need to take some pressure off the chain so you can get the water pump out. I still have to drain the block of coolant so I can take the pump out. Because it's actually going a little better than I thought, although it is a tight fit for my hands, and getting tools down in there, it's rough. It took me a while to get them bolts out, but I got it done. And I think the water pump will just pull on out. It's held in by 3 bolts, and it shouldn't be too bad. So we're making progress. Pretty much packing it in for today. It's 8:54. It's almost 9 o'clock. I got the access panels off. I got the timing chain tensioner out. That booger took me 45 minutes. Here is the timing chain tensioner. It's got a little piston right there. I've got it pinned so it doesn't pop out. But it's got a couple oil ports on it. And oil pressure pushes the piston out, keeps the timing chain tight. And you have to pin it so you can get it out of there. I actually put it back in. Getting it out was a real bugger, but managed to do it. This piston pushes up against a shoe, which pushes up against a chain and keeps it tight. Takes up the slack. Of course, we got our little nuts and bolts. What I need to do now is put the tire back on it, the wheel back on it, get it down on the ground, push it out into the driveway so I can close down the garage door for the night. Going to be working on this pig again tomorrow. Can't believe how tight everything is in here. Now, I read the book and it said take the motor mount loose, take it off. The only problem with that is it's got a nut on it that's flattened out, and I just can't get it off. Played with it for about an hour trying to get it off, and I couldn't do it. So I'm going to see if I can pull that water pump with the motor mount in place, and see if I can wiggle that water pump out and wiggle it back in with the motor mount in the way. So it's going to be interesting. That's the biggest thing I got left on it, is to actually do that. I still have to drain the block so we don't contaminate the oil, even though I think before it hits the road I'm going to do an oil change on it, just to make sure. Also think I need to change one of these hoses. I think this one here's got a leak. I saw some coolant dripping down from it. So I'm going to go ahead and change that hose while I'm in here. And hopefully she'll be running again tomorrow. I was hoping to have it running today. I've got a heater core I got to do in a Crown Victoria tomorrow for another buddy of mine. But that's what's going on here. I'm getting the video going. I'm here tomorrow